Hello everybody. I recently traded for a Mossberg MVP in 5.56, and as you've seen in other, here I've removed the bolt to make it safe, and also these 3 screws so you wouldn't have to sit here and watch me remove those. As you've seen from other YouTube videos, the magazine fits very sloppily in there, and every time the magazine moves down like that, the bullet digs into the ramp and will not chamber. To fix that problem, I purchased the Tromix magazine well that's a drop-in replacement for the plastic one that came with the gun. Now, this is all you get. You don't get any directions with that, so this video might be of use. So you can pull out the barrel and the action. The plastic magazine well slides up, slides out of there like that. And as you can see, they're hard to see. There's little plastic divots in there that hold the magazine well in place, and since the new metal one is wider than the plastic one, we're going to have to remove those, or the action screws will not be long enough to reach into the receiver. One of the tools that you will need for this is a 16th inch punch, which I had originally purchased for some work on my AR-15. There's a pin right there, and then also a spring right there. So take your punch, push the pin up a little bit so you can get a hold of it, and it'll slide out. Lay that over there for later. And now you can see this will pull up. This is the magazine release. Pull up and kind of wiggle it around until you get it out of there. I gotta find my pin, the spring I mean. Oh, it's right here. Okay, and then you just do that in reverse to install it in the metal one. One thing that I've noticed, that the easiest thing to do on the metal one at least is just put the spring in later. So this is by far the hardest part. You have to kind of wiggle this around and twist it until it will go into place. And this that little part has to be on the outside. Now I am ready to install the spring. Oh, press it again. There we go. It has a machined out place for it right there. Okay, now we'll wiggle this around till we can put the pin in. There. See, it goes in till it's flush. I practiced about maybe 45 minutes last night to get that done. And so when you drop it down in there, it won't go as low as the plastic one because of those little areas right there. And that's what the chisel is for, is to remove those. And that's the only inlaying required for this installation. And I wanted this to be an authentic video as much as I could. That's why I didn't do this ahead of time, because I kind of wanted you to get the feel for everything that was required. All right, those 2 popped out. Pretty good. There's also 2 in the back. cut that out with the chisel and cut that one out. Okay, the new magazine well slides right in. Now you would replace the action and barrel. Now, I wanted you to see this part for sure. When you slide in the magazine, it is much more rigid now and will prevent problems with chambering rounds. This is a 5/32 Allen wrench, and that can be used to put in all three of the action screws. One thing I liked about this installation is it didn't require very much inlaying. I don't know if you've had any experience with inlaying plastic stocks, but it's really hard to do a good looking job. It tends to be very rough. So then you'll continue to screw that one in and the installation's complete. I hope that is helpful.
Ta-da!